All right, howdy, I'm Josh Johnson. This is a special edition of First Alert Weather Extra. If you're watching on that camera, you're watching on the First Alert Weather app. If you're watching on this camera, you are watching on Facebook and YouTube. So we're streaming this in multiple places using multiple cameras. Haven't we gotten fancy? So what we're looking at is a pretty robust storm system. We'll begin with a look at what's happening to the north. Boy, they're having some grade A trouble up here. Check it out. I'll put the radar back on the screen here. Multiple active warnings, most of them up around Cincinnati, and then back into parts of western Kentucky. They're really having a very tough go of it in some of those Ohio Valley states. Active tornado warning now right over Bowling Green, Kentucky. So on I-65 there, close to Western Kentucky University, active tornado warning there. We've had several confirmed tornadoes that have produced debris that's been visible on radar in Kentucky and Tennessee. So that's where we stand right now. The Storm Prediction Center is maintaining a pretty serious outlook for a large portion of the United States. They've got a level 4 risk, they call it moderate, bullseyed around the Ohio River. Most of Alabama is in a level 3 risk. That's called enhanced. Now, I do think, and this is right on the money, I think, the southwestern part of the state down here, the severe weather risk is lower. It's not zero, but if you look down in southwestern Wilcox, Monroe, Conecuh counties, the risk is a little lower than it is, unfortunately, back up towards the north. So that's that enhanced risk right there. You'll notice it covers most of our area, Demopolis to Camden to Andalusia, and points northeast from there. That's 95% of the people who consume WSFA and watch my live streams are in that box. So if you don't get wound up on colors and words, just understand this is a level 3 risk for almost everyone tonight. Frankly, almost everyone in the entire state. If you zoom this out a little bit, I'll take the telestration off the screen here, and you'll notice all the way, most of Alabama is in that level 3 storm risk in this setup. So let's talk about what happens next here. Our next big thing, obviously, is this First Alert Weather Day scenario that we have ongoing. Due to the possibility of some severe weather overnight tonight into very early tomorrow morning. So that's the chief thing of concern right now, obviously. Let's do this. We'll take it hour by hour. This is IBM's graph computer model. Although I don't think it's IBM anymore. They sold the company. How about that? So in news that affects only us and not you, it's a different weather vendor company now, but same good data. So this is how this plays out. 7, 8 o'clock, we start to see some intensifying storms come out of Mississippi into far west Alabama. You'll notice Montgomery and surrounding areas, some hit and miss showers. We got a few of those now, but the key word there is hit and miss. They're very spotty in nature, so this will not be something that is particularly widespread, at least initially. Now watch what happens as the night goes on. Here's 10 o'clock. You've got active storms west, really from Coosa, Tallapoosa, back into Chilton, Perry, and Marengo counties. Within this is one big line, but there will be some embedded cells that could become problematic. And that's the type of setup, quite frankly, that this is. It's called a conditional setup. What does that mean? It means that if you get the wrong storm in the wrong place at the wrong time, the atmosphere is capable of bad things tonight. It could produce isolated, strong tornadoes, pockets of intense, damaging wind. But there's an if attached to that, right? It's not locked in stone that that's what's going to happen. If we do not get the wrong storm in the wrong place at the wrong time, we cruise through this with very little fanfare. Things are actually, hate to say it, they're fine. It's really not a huge deal across the state. Later on tonight into tomorrow. It's just going to, I know there's a huge amount of real estate between those two outcomes. I get that. That's frustrating for us. I know it's frustrating for you. My advice is, good life advice here, just plan for the worst, hope for the best. Best case scenario, just rains a little, it's not a big deal. Worst case scenario, we have big problems, so just plan on being prepared. Multiple reliable ways of getting weather warnings, know ahead of time where you'll go. There is no such thing as a safe place inside a mobile or manufactured home. They typically fail due to the wind of a tornado overpowering the anchorage system. That means they go up flying into the air, or they get rolled. Being in a bathroom or hallway or closet doesn't help you in that sort of circumstances. You have to be out of the structure entirely. So We've seen that and heard that a lot lately. People taking cover inside of mobile homes in that hallway, bathroom, or closet. It doesn't help. You got to get out. So now's the time to plan that. We recommend what's called the 5-minute rule. If it takes you more than 5 minutes to get to your safe place, that can be a neighbor's site-built home, that can be a family member's site-built home, it can be a local business that's open 24/7, it can be a community or a church or a government storm shelter. If it takes you more than 5 minutes, start to finish, to get there, you may want to consider leaving when a tornado watch is issued. Remember, watches come out hours in advance, warnings come out minutes in advance, sometimes only a few minutes. So that's why we recommend that 5-minute rule. If you're living in a mobile home and you've got a storm shelter in your backyard, your circumstances are different than someone who it takes 20 minutes for them to drive to Aunt Wanda's house to stay there. So everyone's plan is going to be a little different, but the key thing is to develop the plan now. Don't wait until it's 3 in the morning and your weather radio goes off and you're half asleep and the kids are crying. Don't wait until then to make a plan. Make the plan now ahead of the storm and save yourself some trouble. By 3 o'clock, this is all on out of here. So let's talk risks and threats here. The main risks are isolated tornadoes and wind gusts. It's a level 3 risk there. That's right in the middle of the scale. 5 is like really, really bad. 5 is like the top of the scale. We're talking tornado outbreak. 1 is relatively minor risk. So we're in the middle. That means pay attention. That doesn't mean freak out. You don't need to panic. You don't need to be afraid. You just need to be weather aware overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. Let's talk timing here. So in the counties, and I'll post this image in the comments on Facebook and YouTube. That will make this a lot easier for you watching on those platforms. It's probably hard to see the numbers here. Understand that. So I'll post this image. I already posted it on my Facebook page. For those of you watching this live, check the comments as soon as we're done here and I'll post it again. We'll run through them. Autauga County, 10 p.m. to 1 in the morning. Barber County, midnight to 3. Bullitt County, 10 to 1. Butler County, 10 to 1. Chambers, 11 to 2. Chilton, 9 to 12. Coffee, midnight to 3. Conecuh, midnight to 3. Coosa County, 10 to 1. Covington County, midnight to 3. So this is all a brief window. It's a 3-hour window overnight tonight. This doesn't last very long. Crenshaw, midnight to 3. Dale, same thing. 9 or 10 p.m. through midnight or so, Dallas and Elmore. Midnight to 3 a.m. the timeline for Escambia, Geneva, Henry, and Houston counties. Lee County's 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Lowndes County, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. So Lounsboro, Leadahatchee, places like that. Macon County, Tuskegee, we're looking at 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Understand these numbers are not gospel, they're not etched in stone. It could speed up or slow down a little, but this is the general concept. Marengo County, 8 to 11. So the window there opens sooner because it's farther west. Monroe County, Montgomery County, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. So if you live in the city of Montgomery or anywhere in Montgomery County, our time frame of concern here, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Perry's 8 to 11, but again, it's farther west. Some of the eastern counties there, Pike and Russell, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. So for the city of Troy, 11 p. to 2 a. Same thing in Russell County, Tallapoosa County, and Wilcox County, both in that 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. time frame. The line of storms will be oriented southwest to northeast, so that's how those actually end up kind of in that same timing timeline there. So that's the graphic full screen. We'll make it full transparency again so you can see everything. Again, I know if that's hard to see, I get it. It's already posted on the Facebook page. Just go, if you're watching this live video, as soon as we're done, just click on my name, Josh Johnson, WSFA. Scroll down past the live, you'll see it. You can look at it there. You can send it to people. It's pretty good information. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the warmth. It's pretty much gone after this. Not gone, but highs mainly in the 60s and 70s for a pretty lengthy stretch here. That's the raw data off of the American long-range computer model. Here's our official 7-day forecast, sort of reflecting the same thing. I think we're done with the 80s for at least a little while, probably until early next week. Saturday and Sunday look great for the Beyond the Horizon Air Show. Temperatures in the 70s there. We've got a first alert weather day in effect for tonight due to the thunderstorms. Then some scattered showers around early next week. Monday, of course, is the big Great American Eclipse. Now, in Alabama, it's not full totality, which means you will need glasses, a special kind of glasses to look at the eclipse. Sunglasses will not protect your vision. The Lord only gave you 2 eyes. Don't mess them up. Don't look at the sun with sunglasses on. You need special glasses, special lenses to look at that. And in our area, it will not go fully dark. We're talking 75 to 80% blockage of the sun. Again, that's Monday afternoon. We'll actually have live coverage here on the app from places where they have 100% totality, which should be pretty cool to see the video from there. Should be a lot of fun. So that's the way we see things as of right now. I have to go. It is 5:48. I've got 11 minutes and 30 seconds to prepare for WSFA 12 News at 6. You can watch it on your television. You can stream it here live on the WSFA First Alert Weather app. For those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, if you don't have the First Alert Weather app, tonight's the night. You need to download it. It's free. It has radar. It has video updates. You get live briefings like the one we're doing right now. Basically, you have your own personal on-call meteorologist in your phone anytime you need or want information. And it's all free of charge. So download that. You can stream the 6 o'clock news live there. You can stream our severe weather coverage live on the app. If you're laying in bed and you hear a tornado warning, get up, pull your phone up, you can live stream it. And we'll tell you exactly where the threat is and where it's moving and track it. So for those of you with storm anxiety, look, guys, it's a level 3 risk. The scale goes to 5. This ain't April 27th, 2011. This ain't Beauregard. This is a different setup. We have setups of this intensity a couple of times each year. This is nothing unusual. It's April. We live in Alabama. If you follow the steps we've gone through, the odds of you surviving even a direct tornado impact are very, very high. 90% of tornadoes are less than EF3 intensity. That's really good. Most tornadoes are on the low end of the scale. Tornadoes are small. If you're in a site-built structure in a small room in the center part of it, and you take a direct hit from an EF0 or EF1 tornado, in all likelihood, unless you get some fluke tree falling on the wrong spot, you're going to be fine. Those tornadoes typically do not destroy site-built homes. So take a deep breath. Don't be afraid. Don't be anxious. You have dozens of meteorologists with decades of experience, and training, and education watching every storm in Alabama all night long for you, keeping you up to date, letting you know what's going on. So we got you, I promise. If you just follow the guidance that we always give you, multiple reliable ways of getting weather warnings. Don't rely on outdoor sirens. You got to get out of manufactured and mobile housing. If you live in a site-built home, small room, center part of the house, follow those advice, pay attention, be ready to move, and then work the plan. Plan the work and work the plan. You do that, you'll be just fine. All right, I got to go. WSFA 12 News at 6, coming up any minute now. Thanks for watching, as always. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. We'll do additional Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Weather Extra segments throughout the night. So watch the app for notifications about those as we go on through this. So hope everyone has a great night. Take care. We'll be on top of it throughout the night. We're here all night, keeping you ahead of it. So take care, and we'll see you soon.